Hello there, Geoffrey Holland here, the Reverend Wilkins from Barmydale. Life in the village is never dull, is it? Well, my life certainly isn't. There's never a quiet moment. And now, well, I've only gone and written a book. It's called The First Rule of Comedy, and it's packed with anecdotes, observations, and perhaps even a joke or two. If you enjoy a good chuckle, and who doesn't, then this is the book for you. Of course, you could still enjoy all the hilarious goings-on in Barmydale. Just search for Barmydale wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget The First Rule of Comedy by yours truly, Geoffrey Holland. Available now from all good bookshops and online. God bless, and do try to keep the vicarage cat off the vicarage roof. Oh, dear.
Welcome back to episode 5, The Search for Gillian Gold. Last time we uncovered the shocking negligence of the police investigation and received crucial items from Gillian's Airbnb owner. This week we're delving deep into the Carsten Circle's web of influence, and we've made a breakthrough in identifying the man with glasses. We've spent countless hours examining Gillian's laptop. While the police claimed it was missing, Mr. Evans, the Airbnb owner, found it hidden away. Gillian had password-protected the device, but our tech expert, Lena, has managed to bypass the security.
We're in. There's a lot of data here. Gillian was meticulous. She kept detailed records of everything.
Gillian's laptop reveals a treasure trove of information about the Carsten Circle. We've found emails, documents, and even audio recordings that painted a very disturbing picture of their control over the town.
Remember, our control depends on their fear. The lights are our greatest asset. They see what they want to see, or rather, what we let them see. Unpredictable, mysterious, and just a little bit frightening. We keep them guessing. We keep them looking up, not looking too closely at what we're doing down here. Let them whisper about aliens. Let them talk about ancient curses. The more they speculate, the less they scrutinize. We control the narrative, we control their perception, and we control Carsten. And if anyone starts to ask too many questions, well, we have ways of discouraging them.
This extended audio clip, among others, suggests that the Carsten Circle is deliberately using the lights to manipulate the townspeople. They are creating an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty, which allows them to maintain their power. They are actively using misinformation. We've also found documents detailing the Carsten Circle's financial dealings. They seem to be involved in various lucrative projects, including land development, construction contracts, and even the local power grid. These projects often benefit members of the Circle, while bypassing standard regulations and procedures. Within these documents are 3 audio clips that shed light on their dealings.
The zoning change for the Blackwood land is crucial. Once we have that, we can move forward with the development.
The contract for the power grid upgrade is a done deal. We're not entertaining other bids. Consider this a friendly reminder.
The funds have been transferred. Discretion is paramount. Any differences will be dealt with accordingly.
This all suggests that the Carsten Circle is manipulating local zoning laws to benefit their own projects, likely at the expense of the community. With the second clip, it reveals their control over lucrative contracts, using intimidation to ensure they get what they want. And in the final clip, it suggests that the Carsten Circle is involved in financial wrongdoings, possibly involving money laundering or other illicit activities.
They get all the big contracts. Nobody else stands a chance. And if you ask too many questions, you might find yourself out of a job.
Gillian's notes detail how the Carston Circle controls the local police. She has records of payments, favours, and even blackmail that suggest a deep-seated corruption within the force. This explains the lack of thoroughness in her disappearance investigation. Her notes contain specific examples, entries detailing cash payments made to Sergeant Miller, marked discretion fee, emails showing a local judge, a known Circle member, influencing case assignments. There are also photographs of a councilman, also a Circle member. There he's at a private party with several officers, engaging in activities that could be considered compromising. She also has notes on how some of the officers are related to members of the Circle, creating a web of family-related ties. This alone makes objective policing impossible. One note even reads, "Blackwood Land incident, records altered." This indicates that the police are not just negligent, they are also actively involved in covering up the Circle's activities. Even more damning, Gillian unearthed witness statements about the Carston lights, statements that were completely disregarded by the police. She had copies of handwritten accounts from several residents describing their encounters with the lights, including detailed descriptions of their movements, colours and their behaviour. One statement from a retired schoolteacher described how the lights seemed to follow her car one night, changing direction and speed in response to her own movements. Another statement from a local farmer described how the lights hovered over his livestock, causing them to become agitated and panicked. These statements were filed away, marked unreliable and dismissed. This shows that the police are not just ignoring evidence related to Gillian's disappearance, but are also actively suppressing information about the Carston lights. We've also started to analyse the handwritten notes we received from Mr. Evans. Gillian's paranoia seems to have escalated in the days leading up to her disappearance. She wrote about feeling watched, about not trusting anyone. One note in particular stands out. The man with glasses. He knows something. He's not who he seems.
He was tall, wearing a dark coat, and he had thick-rimmed glasses. They seemed to be having a serious conversation.
We're convinced that the man Mrs. Henderson saw Gillian talking to is crucial to this investigation. Using Mrs. Henderson's description, we've created a photo fit of the man with glasses and circulated it around Carston. And we've had a hit.
Aye, that's him. Came in here a few nights before she went missing. Sat in the corner, quiet like. Ordered a pint, then just stared out the window. Seemed nervous, kept looking over his shoulder. Then he got up, left half his drink and walked out.
This sighting places a man with glasses in Carston just days before Gillian's disappearance. We're now actively working on identifying this man. We're also focusing on the name at the centre of Gillian's diagram. Lena has also started to analyse the data related to the Carston lights. She's found patterns in their appearances, suggesting they are not just random. They seem to be concentrated around specific locations, including the Blackwood Observatory and the old stones on the moor. She's also discovered that the lights emit a unique frequency, a frequency that matches a hum we've been hearing in the background in Carston. We are now operating under the theory that the lights are a form of advanced technology, controlled by the Carston Circle. They are using them to manipulate the townspeople and maintain their power. But what is the purpose of this technology? And what happened to Gillian? Join us next time, where we'll delve deeper into the technology behind the Carston lights, and we'll be trying to identify the man with glasses and the person whose name was at the centre of Gillian's diagram. We'll also be exploring the specific locations where the lights are concentrated, searching for clues that might lead us to Gillian. The Search for Gillian Gold is written and presented by Stuart Wielden. Theme music is UFO Experimental by Bruno Magic.